Now we are going to learn about simplifying fractions. So simplifying fractions means writing fraction in the lowest form or the smallest form using the small numbers. Whenever we have a same number like this in the numerator and denominator, we can also always cancel them and write 1, and the answer is 1. Reason is how to read this 3 over 3. So that means divide 3 by 3. So whenever we are dividing a number by itself, the answer is 1. Correct? So this is another way of explaining the same thing, is whenever you have a same number in the numerator and denominator, we can always cancel them and just write 1. So this is the main fundamental tool here to simplifying the fraction. Let's do one example here. 30 divided by 42. Our question is simplify this fraction. So first we have to see, is there any common factor between 30 and 42. First we see that both are evens, so 2 will be the factor of both 30 and 42. So try to write both the numerator and denominator as a multiple of 2. 30 can be written as 2 times 15 and 42 can be written as 2 times 21. So you see that this 2 is common between both the numerator and denominator. So what we just learned, that if there is anything common between the numerator and denominator, we can cancel them and just write 1. Now we are left with 15 in the numerator and 21 in the denominator. So we write down our first fraction with the smaller numbers, and both fractions are same. You see that there is an equal sign in the middle. Now before you stop and said this is your final answer, just make sure that there is nothing common between them. So ask yourself, is there anything common between 15 and 21? Yes, so 3 is a common factor. So you can write 15 as 3 times something, that is 5, and you can also write 21 as 3 times something, that is 7. And you see that 3 is common between both the numerator and denominator, so we can cancel them and we are left with 5 in the numerator and 7 in the denominator. We get a third fraction with the further smaller numbers. Now again ask yourself, is there any common factor between 5 and 7? No. So when you said no, so we have to stop here and we said this is the smallest form or the simplest form of the given fraction. So you see that all three fractions that we get are same, but these are written with different numbers. So why these are same? Because these are the simplest form of these, because we just cancel out a common factor from both the numerator and denominator. Now if you see the decimal value of both fractions, so please open your calculator. Everyone calculate the decimal value of 30 divided by 42 and you will get its value is 0.71428. And if you will divide 15 by 21, you get the same value back. And 5 divided by same is also has the same value. So all these three fractions has the same decimal value, but the fractional representation is different. Clear? So that's why all three fractions are same, and the fraction with the smallest form, with the smallest number that cannot be further, we can simplify that. That is called the simplest form of the fraction. Okay. So now if we have, so let's do one more example. If you have, if this is a question in front of us, simplify this fraction. So you see that 1000 divided by 100. So is there anything common between them? Yes. So you can write 1000 as 10 times 100, right? And divide by 100. 100 can be written as 100 times 1. You see that 100 is a common factor. We will cancel them and we are left with 10 over 1. and 10 divided by 1 is just 10. If the denominator is 1, it is just 10. So this is one way of doing it, but there is another way. If numbers in the numerator and denominator are ending with 0, we can just cancel out the ending zeros, as many as you can. So we can cancel, start from the extreme end 0. So 1 0 we will cancel with 1 0, this 0 we will cancel with 0. We are left with 10 in the numerator, 1 in the denominator, so answer is 10. This is another way of simplifying fractions. So let's do one more question here. So let's do some word problem where we will simplifying fractions to answer those questions. Here we have two examples. A board that is 28 feet long is cut into 7 pieces of equal length. What is the length of each fraction? Just pause here and try to think how we can use the fraction to answer this question. Okay, so 28 feet long board, 28 feet, we divide it into 7 equal pieces. So this is what we are given. So we are asked what is the length of one piece. One piece, if the denominator we are writing pieces, so if you want to find what is the length of one piece, it will be in the feet because the numerator units are feet. Now can you simplify this fraction? We need 1 in the denominator. So there is a common multiple 7 both in the numerator and denominator. So 28 can be written as 7 times 4. 7 can be written as 7 times 1. So common factor we cancel, we get 4 over 1. So this will be 4 and the denominator is 1. So each one piece will be 4 feet long. So this is the solution. Similarly, we can work on the next question and try to answer. A muffin recipe calls for 12 cups of flour to make 4 muffins. How many cups of flour does the recipe requires if you wish to make one muffin? So we need 12 cups to make 4 muffins. We write a fraction using the given information. And our question is how many cups we need to make one muffin. So we need the numerator. So numerator units are cups in the beginning, denominators are muffins. So whatever the fraction we will write, we will have the same units in the numerator and denominator. Try to write this fraction in the smaller form. So 4 is a common multiple. So we write both the numerator and denominator as a multiple of 4. We will cancel the same factor 4 from the numerator and denominator and we are left with 3 over 1. So this unknown value is 3. So we need 3 cups to make one muffin. This is how we simplify fractions. Thank you.